Whoa, hey guys, long time no see. I'm Sonic Creek and you're watching Yarncast. It's been about a month since I last filmed and I want to apologize for that. But the 2 weeks after I last filmed were spent getting ready for the My Little Pony convention. And then after the convention, I just really had a difficult time, like, getting back on track. Getting back into my normal routine for some reason. I was feeling better before the convention. I felt great while I went to the convention, and then after the convention I got sick, very sick, and so yeah, that whole week afterwards I was just like, blah. And then the week after that I had to, of course, catch up on everything that I didn't get finished during that week. I was feeling like blah, so yeah, here we are. Even now, though, I'm still not quite back on track. I'm filming on a Sunday, which is really strange for me. But my husband had to go into work on a Sunday, which isn't normal, obviously, and I figured I'll get a video done today. So, here we go. First of all, let me show you the stuff that I was busy making during that first 2 weeks after I last filmed. I entered into the craft contest. I made this humongous, and I didn't even think about the fact that there's no way to put this all on camera. Oh, there we go. He's all on camera now. Here's his tail. This is a Discord, and it is huge. It is based on Nerdy Knitter's Designs pattern. I made a few changes. A few places where I didn't want to bother crocheting it all out, I just combed out some yarn. And the acrylic surprisingly combed out really well, because this is all acrylic. And I usually use wool when I want to comb some out, but that actually worked really well. There's some more. Oh, on the end of his tail, there's a little bit more. So yeah, this took me 40 hours. I actually timed it. And there he is. But he was done, and he entered into the craft contest at the My Little Pony Fair and Convention. And he got first place. Ooh. So, I've been keeping this on his horn. This is actually sitting in my living room until someone buys it, because it's so huge. I would keep it, but I don't have room for this thing. Hopefully someday I'll get a bigger house, and then maybe I'll make myself another one, but yeah, I have to sell him because he's just so gosh darn big. But yeah, there he is with his ribbon on him. So, I have that up for sale online for $300 because, like I said, it took 40 hours and a buttload of yarn, so yeah. That's that. What else I made for the My Little Pony convention? I made some hats for the kids to wear. Got a Pinkie Pie hat, a Rainbow Dash hat, and a Twilight Sparkle hat. It's kind of droopy now because they've been in a box, but yeah, that doesn't look like a horn anymore, does it? There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Twilight Sparkle hat. So yeah. That was all the stuff I did then. I also finished that classic cuffed hat that I was working on. And like I said, I put a tag on it that you can hide if you wish and make the hat no longer slouchy. Or you can wear it slouchy and show off my tag. I really need to get some better tags. These are good for putting like on the butts of stuffed animals, but I have my eye on some other tags once I get some more monies. And I hope to get them. I hope to get those other tags soon because There's some stuff I want to put them on. Anyway, put a furry pom-pom on the top of that. And that is out of Peyton's Croy Tweed. And my allergies are acting up today. It's nothing to do with the yarn. It's the stuff outside. So, I apologize if scratching of noses bothers you. So, I think that is all the FOs. Well, technically I have one more FO. Some sparkly purple safety eyes, which are very hard to capture on camera, but they are purple and sparkly, and they are 30mm. I painted up 2 pair, and someone has already purchased 1 pair, so I have 1 pair left. Of course, I can always make more if somebody wants them, and I can make other colors of sparkly eyes. So those are done on 30mm eyes. I probably won't do sparkle on anything smaller than 30mm because that would just be too much of a pain, but yeah, those are 30mm up in my Yarncast shop if you want that. So yeah, now, that's all my FOs. Whips. Well, that's all the FOs I'm going to show you guys. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm just not going to show most of my commissions because a lot of the time it's just the same things over and over. So you guys would probably get bored very quickly of that. So basically I'll show you guys a commission, like if it's the first of that I'm doing, or if I made some improvements to the pattern or something like that, then I'll show you the commissions. But other than that, it would just be boring because it would be the same thing. But I did get caught up on my commissions. So that was not all I was doing. My mojo pretty much came back, and I've been busting it out. So there we go. One thing I frogged, though, I think I showed you guys the fiery mitts, where I was working on them in these 3 colors. But I kind of pulled it off the needles by accident, or like it fell off the needles by accident or something, and I dropped some stitches and I didn't know where I was in the pattern anymore, and I wasn't really liking that pattern all that much anyway because of the fact that it assumes you should be able to measure the person that you're making it for, and I was making it for charity, so I was like, you know, tell me what size to make this stuff. Don't just say go until it reaches the base of the thumb, because I don't know when it's going to reach the base of the thumb. This is not for me. This is not for anyone that I could conceivably measure the base of their thumb. Just tell me a size, and I will make it in that size. And then if that doesn't fit me, and I want to make it for me, then I'll adjust the pattern. But, you know, just tell me a size. I don't like patterns that don't tell me size, because basically the whole reason I use patterns is so that I don't have to do the math myself, you know? Maybe that's just me. I mean, I can look at a stitch pattern and figure it out. So I'm not buying the pattern for the stitch pattern. You know, I'm buying it so that I don't have to do the work of figuring out measurements and stuff on my own. So I don't like it when somebody doesn't tell me the math involved, you know? That's just me. But I frogged those fiery mitts. TLDR. I frogged those fiery mitts, and I am using the yarn for some different mitts. Just some basic mittens that I tried to do a little bit of a pattern up here. It doesn't look like what I expected it to look like, but it's cute enough. I can put that on because it's just barely too small for me, but I can show it to you. So yeah, I'm gonna make another one just the same as that. I am at the thumb increases on that one, and then I will use this other color and one of these colors to make another pair of mittens, so that I'm using all of the yarn that was originally going to be for those fiery mitts. And that project is in this tote bag that I got from the dollar store. So that's that. So that is all the projects I have to show, and I do have a little bit of stash enhancement to show you guys, since we have passed the beginning of the month of July. I did get my Highland Handmade Color Study Club and my Leading Men Fiber Arts Color of the Month. So, first of all, the Highland Handmaids for June was my favorite color, blue. And she dyed into this lovely kind of, it reminds me of an iceberg, basically. And I think it's really pretty, and it is on the white ash worsted, so 100% wool worsted, and it is single ply. So that's very pretty, and I gotta take a drink of coffee, I apologize. So I was really excited that for June, which is my birthday month, the color was blue, which is my favorite color. So yeah, that's my Highland Handmaids for June. And the July Leading Men Fiber Arts Color of the Month was Mornings in the Backyard. So I also got that one on worsted, so it's box office. That is very pretty. And it also has a really pretty blue that I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but it is such a pretty shade of blue. So that's very nice. I was very happy with those. So, that's that. I also had to stop by Tuesday morning again, so I took a look in the yarn aisle, and I saw something I had to get. So I got 3 balls of Fibra Natura. However you would say that. I have not got the slightest idea how you would say that, but something Natura Inca colors. It is 100% superwash wool. It says it is worsted, but it is definitely not worsted, and I knew at the store that it was definitely not worsted. So I got home and looked it up on Ravelry, and they have it listed as super bulky. So I don't know why it says it's worsted, because it ain't worsted. But a pretty color combination, I think. So that's that. Got 3 balls of that. So let me see. How long was this? 106 yards each. So 318 yards, 300 grams over 3 balls. And they were $7 each, so I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm not doing too good with not buying yarn, but my goal for Q3 is to not buy any yarn that is luxury yarn other than the Highland Handmaids and the Leading Men Fiber Arts Color of the Month. Other than that, I plan during all of Q3 to not buy any luxury yarn. So we'll see how that works out. So far so good. I haven't purchased anything for myself since the beginning of July. So yeah, 12 whole days without buying anything. Good for me. Anyway, something I did get. There was a Reddit swap, which was a Ravelry and IRC swap for Redditors, I guess. It's complicated, but basically in the Reddit group on Ravelry, there was a swap, and I participated in the swap. So I got quite a few lovelies, and I did actually destash this same amount in yardage, so that I would not have to count this as yardage that came in. So as far as all this goes, my yardage and my stash stay the same. So let's show you what we got in here. We got some Plymouth yarn, Gina, which is 100% wool. I think it is worsted. I think 50 grams per ball. So yeah, and it is very pretty. You guys cannot see all of the colors that are in there, but it is very pretty. So I got 2 balls of that. I got 2 balls of something that I will never be able to say, so I'm not even going to try. But I'm going to hold this one up here. Maybe you guys can read it. Probably not, because my camera is not all that great. But check it out in my Ramblin stash. If you are interested, it is 100% wool. I think this one is sport. It is 100% superwash merino. And 50 grams per ball. This one is self-striping, so it'll be interesting to see how they'll stripe up. I also got a crazy zubber ball. I don't know how you say it, but I've been wanting to try this, so I am really thankful that I got one of these. Because I've been wanting to try it, but I can't really justify buying it myself. You know what I mean? So, that's awesome that I got that. And that is 100 grams of, what is it? I don't know what it is. Oh. 75% wool, 25% nylon, superwash. And it is fingering. So that's that. And then there is more. Palouse Yarn Company. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I got a skein of 8, which is 8-ply sock yarn, 90% superwash merino. That was hard to say. 10% nylon, and it's looking kind of a lot more blue on the camera, but it is more purple in person. But it is very pretty, very pretty. So yeah, it definitely is purple in person, and it's looking blue in the camera. But the color in the camera is really pretty too. So I'm like, can I get that? How do I get that color too? Because that's awesome. But yeah, so a skein of that. And then last but not least, Palouse Yarn Company. Again, this one is Cori, which is 75% superwash Coriadel, or Coriadel, however you say it, wool, and 25% nylon. And that is also fingering. So they got me green and purple. So thank you very much to the person who sent me all this stuff. I love all of it, and I told them that I love all of it, and it is awesome. I'm very, very excited to try some of that, and you know, that's kind of keeping me on track with this whole stash down thing, because a lot of the time I get some new yarn and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to knit with that, but then it's like I can't because I have this huge stash that I need to knit with first. So I don't know, I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna start allowing myself to do one old skein, one new skein, because you know, I can't really force myself to only use the old stuff, but I can't really only use the new stuff either. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think that's all that we have to say here today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next time will not be a month from now that I'll see you guys again. Trying to get back on track. Hopefully I can stay on track and see you guys again next week, hopefully. I still have to send out my package for the swap. It's done Secret Santa style, so I'm sending to someone other than I received from. So anyway, it's July 28th is the ship out date, so I pretty much got it ready though, I think, but I just gotta gotta put the tape on the box and ship it out. Okay, you know what? I am rambling and stammering now, so I'm gonna go. Check out my Etsy, yarncast.etsy.com. If you don't use yarn and safety eyes and patterns yourself, if you want an FO, check out craftotaku.etsy.com. So, I hope I said yarncast.etsy.com correctly. I kind of feel like I didn't for some reason, but I have no idea what I said. I need to drink my coffee, guys. So I'll see you guys next week, hopefully. Bye, guys.